We are the champion, my friend.
Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 5 of Lifestyle Let's Talk. I'm Beth.
I'm Lucy,
And I'm Brooke.
and this week we were racing in Abu Dhabi for the final race of the 2024 season.
No.
Cue that intro.
Way, woman who be thinking we soft, we don't play. Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hold up. Way, woman who be thinking we soft, we don't play. We gon' rock it till the wheels fall off.
Let's go.
Lando!
Lando
And we can
was
actually
okay.
say that this week with respect, because for the first time since 1998, McLaren are constructor world champions.
McLaren,
Yeah.
you are the world champion.
Lando, we can be world champion, I said.
Charlotte
And
Leclerc
he was.
regretting saying that.
This year, the fireworks were for him.
At the little fireworks show with Lando and Oscar, like
drone,
shaking
yeah, there were
hands.
drones.
They were beautiful.
Oh, they were.
But one thing I want to point out is people are probably wondering, why is the episode called Sinister, Evil, and Orange? But that's
Well,
McLaren won the constructors with 666 points.
I thought that was so funny.
So
the
good.
fact that
So good.
they were called Sinister, Evil, and Orange, and then
Oh, they were.
That was on purpose. That was on purpose.
Thank you, K-Mag. Thank you, K-Mag.
Thank you. That was great.
Oscar actually only got 1 point this week on purpose.
Yeah. He could
Exactly.
further up.
Him and Max planned it.
Speaking of that, I do have personal beef with Verstappen, but we'll get into that later.
Don't we all?
But in positive Verstappen news,
Yes.
Project Verstappen is underway. Yes.
He's having a baby.
He's having a little baby.
And Kelly, obviously, guys. Kelly's the one.
Yeah.
Well,
Congratulations.
massive congratulations. And her Instagram post was lovely as well.
It was
Yeah,
so cute. I can't lie.
It
very sweet.
It was very, very sweet. And I was like, you know what?
PK, you have moved me.
You
Yeah.
have moved me.
She didn't have to word it like that, but she chose to. And I was like, you know what? Respect.
Brought a tear to my eye.
It was beautiful. So big congratulations to the Verstappens and the PKs. Well done. Yes, will we see another mini Verstappen 16 years
Imagine
from
turn
now?
up-
Who knows?
Racing
Turn
with
up to the-
Fernando.
To the karting track, and you've got a child with the surname Verstappen PK against you. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I'm
You're-
out.
You stand no
and
chance.
the winner of this race is Verstappen PK. Oh, I'm done.
I'm going home.
We're going to a different karting place, not today.
Giving. Yeah,
That's the day.
done. But this was a very emotional weekend. There was a lot of
All of the
tears,
emotions.
Crying before the race even started.
specifically from Brooke and I. Beth and I, sorry, not Brooke. Brooke, you didn't really cry. Beth and I had a lot of tears.
I cried, but to
Brooke was
myself.
asleep.
Brooke was on that. But we will get into all of our emotions at the end. We will start this off strong with quali,
Oh,
because there was just a lot happening. There was a lot, but not a lot. There was
Yeah.
like
yeah.
lap times getting deleted, and then they were like, "Well, actually, tricked ya."
Track limits was taking everyone. Yeah, again.
Everyone was taken. We had Perez taken by track limits, Colapinto taken by track limits. Joe, I believe, at one point was taken by track limits.
Probably.
I think so. I feel like it was.
We had
Charlotte
Perez
Leclerc.
lap time deleted, then reinstated, then Oscar's lap time deleted, then reinstated, and then Leclerc, who was not so lucky, which put him out in Q2, which honestly, it was like, it took me a minute where he was like out in Q2, and I was just like, oh, like he'll make that up, and then I was like, oh my god, he has a tampon script penalty.
Yeah,
Right,
because Lewis was out in
Q1. He was 18th.
What a good
We spoke
time.
about Leclerc. How did we not first, just quickly, him and Arthur racing together in FP1? I'm
I-
sorry.
Oh my god,
How did we-
yes!
How did we forget that?
That's the only
Say
reason
hello
why
to
I
my
woke
brother.
up at 4:30 to watch Free Practice 1.
There was his little wave to him.
I just want to say hi to my brother.
My heart,
Oh, I
my
can't,
heart
I can't.
broke. My heart
Oh,
exploded.
it was so sweet.
I was filled
First
with joy.
brothers in history, the same team.
It was
Yeah.
beautiful. It was a beautiful moment. I'm just saying hi to my brother.
It's the
It's
interview he
so
did
cute.
after, and he was like, he was clearly trying to put me under pressure. It didn't work though. Smiles at the camera.
Smart man.
Oh,
And Charles's
anyway,
tweet before saying that their dad is
his dad
watching
would be
down.
proud.
The Leclerc.
See, I was crying before even the race had started because the
Yeah,
Leclerc
honestly.
brothers have moved me.
Oh, my heart. Anyway, moving back to quali.
Sorry, guys. I got
Claire shout out. Yeah, we did have some top runners down the back of the grid, which was odd.
Lewis was on the wrong pole
But
position.
then we had to obviously switcheroo because if there's top runners down the bottom, some bottom runners made their way up,
Oh yeah.
such as K-Mag. K-Mag, what are they feeding him? Mans was on one.
They've been cooking
I
recently.
was like, what?
And it's so sad to see because K-Mag won't be on the grid next year, which pains
They got their
me.
simulator and cooked.
They did.
No.
Hardly.
We had Bottas going fastest in Q2. Mans really said, I'm going out with a bang.
He
I mean,
was.
quite literally, but okay.
You're getting ahead of yourself, Beth. We're not there yet.
You left the door open to go through.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
please.
close it. Close it.
We're not
Don't
there
keep
yet.
it shut on my head, thanks. Just close it gently. We did have Hulkenberg up in 4th after quali, but did have a 3-place grid penalty, which knocked him back to 7th, but still incredible.
Still in the
Billy
top.
Hulk.
Exactly.
And then, of course, to our joy, we did in fact have a McLaren one too. But as a McLaren fan, I was keeping my mouth shut.
Nothing.
We move in silence this weekend.
I was like living my life in fear. I was seeing all these TikToks being like, oh my God, every time someone gets pole in Abu Dhabi, they win the race. And I was like, real gangsters move in silence. Silence. Bro, you just gonna keep saying silence. I wasn't having it. I
was getting war flashbacks to Monza, and I was like, guys, let's not talk about this, please.
No, please, let's not. Oh my God, the fear that I had, the utmost fear. But it did work out in the end. Spoilers, but beautiful, beautiful from Lando this weekend. But we'll talk about the race. Let's talk about it. Max Verstappen, when I see you.
It's on site.
Oh, guys, I
It's
don't
on
have
site.
beef with Max. He made up for it after Oscar said Max went straight to him and apologized.
It was just an incident on the race.
Pretty
I
serious
did like Max
incident.
few trials take on it. That just clear out all out.
You know what? Normally nothing beats a Max Futrall reaction, but Oscar's radio.
Oscar's videos.
You cook him, Oscar.
Oscar's radio with just the straight up, it's the move of a 4-time world champion.
I don't think anyone expected that. Everyone was kind of just like, oh.
Sassy Oscar is
Sassy
here.
Oscar is next level, and I'm here for it. I'm genuinely so here for it. I love it. And then the Max has been given a 10-second time penalty. Good.
You
tell him, Oscar.
But Red Bull didn't have a first lap to remember, because we obviously had the incident with Oscar and Max, and then all of a sudden Sergio Perez is in the grass.
Perez just died. He was like, I'm done.
And we'll give it to him. This weekend, he did get taken out.
Yeah, but then went on to say in his post-race interviews that he wishes Red Bull tried harder for the constructors. I was like, are you okay? Are you good?
Max has been carrying you on his back.
Do you need a psyche valve or what's going on here? Because I was flabbergasted by that statement where he was just like, listen, I understand it's a team thing, but like, we really should have tried harder. And I was like, how about we change that we to you?
To you, because Max has been cooking. You have been cooked.
Let's just say world driver champion.
Perez.
3rd in the constructors.
Did he finish 8th as well?
I actually have no idea where Perez finished. I can't lie.
But yeah, no, it was Horner saying before. He was like, someone asked him, it was like, is this Checo last weekend? He was like, let's just hope he ends the season on a high. And then I was like, that's what was taken out.
That just sums up.
He finished 8th.
That sums up like the second half of the season for him.
Yeah.
DNFing first lap.
But in positives of first lap, we had Leclerc up 11 places, Mans cooked.
Oh, Leclerc.
He said, I will be up there.
Not only Charles up 11 places, but Magnussen up 7 places. Like, they saw that crash happen in front of them and just went, thanks, guys.
I'm just gonna
Right place, right time.
kitchen.
I also don't know how Carlos avoided that crash.
Neither. Major skill.
Oh my gosh.
I was watching his like on board and I was like, oh my god, he literally like managed to get through the middle of them.
It was incredible though. I was like,
Play from Carlos.
Slide from Carlos. We did have some penalties this weekend. We did
Just a fee.
So we had Bottas with a 10-second penalty. We had Oscar with a 10-second penalty, which he really didn't need. I understand. And I can't argue it because he did hit Colapinto.
When,
Oh my gosh.
But
Franco
man,
was so
how
upset.
his front wing wasn't damaged after that. Into the back of the
Insane.
window.
See,
I think it had like a little.
Whenever it came out, box, I was like, oh my god, Oscar has damage.
Yeah. I was like stressed.
The fear.
You guys see Franco's interview afterwards where he was not very happy with Oscar? He was not happy
But then,
with Oscar.
to be fair, he probably would have had to retire the car anyway because it wasn't like a damage issue he had. It was a
it was
mechanical issue.
Yeah.
He did
It's a
retire the
fear.
car anyway because Colapinto did in fact DNF. So
Yeah.
we also had a penalty for Liam Lawson.
Hey,
Wait, the tires aren't on.
it was what, the front left that wasn't on all the way because
Yeah.
when they were lowering the car, it like flashed from green to red real fast.
Yeah,
Bro nearly took the mechanic's arm off because they were
Yeah.
trying to put it on. It's just, bro.
but like our F1 drivers, they have those cat-like reflexes. So he saw that green and he said go. And also the car jack was gone.
Yeah.
Like he dropped and the light went green for a split second. And
Do you
he
know
did.
what? He's so lucky that the wheel was at least like, I don't know if it was like a half turn on
I
because it
think
stayed
it
on and
was.
he had pace-ish.
He did have pace
for
a
that
little bit
lap.
after that.
But like, imagine if it hadn't, and he just like driving it just flung off.
gone.
This reminds me of something that happened in IndyCar. It was a very similar situation, but the tire did actually come off the car and
Rip.
almost did like half a lap. It was crazy. It was so
That's
funny.
crazy.
Respect.
No,
that.
I was stressed when he said that. I was like, oh my god, Leon, don't bring out the safety car, don't bring out the safety car.
Please
Oh
don't.
my gosh. I was begging.
Yeah. We also had Bottas with a pretty big hit and a puncture because he like locked up. K-Mag went round and they just went boop.
Good old T-bone action.
Bono's cunning plan.
Bottas had to
Bono.
DNF because of it, which made me really sad because Mans was doing well this weekend.
All a part of Bono's plan for Lewis.
That was the timing of that. Bono coming on being like, let's have a cunning plan. And then it like,
And then the
few minutes
incident
later,
happened.
it's
It's
just
like,
a Bottas. Just
Bono, was that you?
But it like,
Did
like
you say
the
something
way they
about
cut
me?
it to the way they cut it to you just see not K-Mag, you just see Bottas come around with like half a front wing and a tire gone. Like, what's happening? And then they show the
Bono.
replay and I was like, oh. Anyone see
We also
Bottas
had
in the Mercedes
Alvin
garage?
versus the FIA this weekend with some cheeky little comments. I can't remember the exact quote, but it was something along the lines of "Give me 20 seconds."
You stupid. He called them stupid
Stupid
idiots.
idiot.
Stupid idiots. Yeah.
It was the way that I know, remember like Crofty and that coming on the commentary talking about being like, why is he kicking off?
Yeah, they were not
Like
happy.
no one understood why he was.
Upset.
He's mad.
It was the incident was very clearly his fault. He had room.
I think it's because the argument was why was it not down as a first lap incident rather than a penalty. I've seen a lot of debate about that online.
I know that I saw that they'd. I don't know if it was Ted spoke about it after that the drivers asked the FIA to give harsher penalties for those sort of things, like crashes, lap one
Okay.
things. So they've asked for it to be
Harsher.
dealt with more.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just saw it and I was like, why is Max kicking off?
Max just likes to kick off. I can't lie.
He did redeem
baby
himself
hormones,
after the
guys.
race.
After the race, he redeemed himself.
Oh my gosh! Speaking of the baby, after in one of his post-race interviews, he was hoping for more penalty points so he could have paternity leave when the baby
Oh,
comes.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Maybe I'll have 12 by the time the baby comes. Maybe Max. Maybe.
Yeah, we had that. And then we did have, because of obviously Oscar's time penalty and the incident at the start. See, whenever I saw Lando about to lap Oscar, I cried.
That's not what I wanted to see.
Like they said, it was actually probably very good McLaren having Oscar there.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Because do we not remember the time that Lando had to try and lap Liam Lawson? And he wouldn't move. Live, laugh, love, though. Oscar,
Live, laugh, love.
can we just say, getting up to P10.
Yes.
He did get points.
He did get a point. K-Mag also, lap record. The track.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I didn't see that either.
That's the lap record.
Oh,
He has...
does it? Or no, that's Valtteri. Valtteri for the next time. The Valtteri?
Yeah, Valtteri has a 5-place grid penalty.
Yeah, for the next time he drives, but he's not on the grid. Poor Valtteri. That's what you send him off with. That's what you send him off with. Good job, FIA.
Guys, I have to say, we might have to stop recording because I feel like I'm going to throw up.
Guys, Lucy died.
She did not die.
Can you still hear us? Can you still hear us?
It's fine. It's okay. Lucy had to go. She was not feeling well, so it's just
Lucy has had the Charles Leclerc treatment, and maybe she has food poisoning.
maybe she's exactly.
Really,
it
is
is.
She gonna hear this?
It's just me and Beth will carry on the rest of the episode. Yes, Lando was lapping Oscar, which in the end turned out to be good for them, but it's not the places that we wanted to see.
It was not what we wanted, guys, but live, laugh, love. Fair play also to Lando Norris, because Bro's been told all season he can't deal with pressure. He bottles it under pressure. He bottles everything.
Unfortunately.
And then I don't know if there was ever a radio to him being like, Oscar is gone, you need to carry this race.
There must have been. There must have been a point where they told him, like, hey, Oscar's been... I think they did tell him that Oscar got taken out by Max.
He also was going for fastest lap on that final lap. And I think someone said he was, I don't know if it was up on K-Mag's time. He was up on his own time, definitely. And then there was the yellow flag because Liam Lawson. We didn't say that. Liam Lawson...
I don't even know what happened to his car. I just remember seeing his car slowly inching forward with him trying to get out of it.
Yeah, I think it was a mechanical issue. I really thought I saw the yellow flag and I was getting flashbacks to 2020. I was like, Nicholas Latifi, are you back? Are you on the track?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And then the last lap, second to last lap, Lewis caught up to George. He went from like a
that was the last lap he overtook.
Okay, last lap. I think it was like a 20-second
it came
gap,
out.
and then
because
he inched forward.
Yeah,
got closer
there
to
was
George.
The radio to him when he came out the pits, and he was like, "Gap to George." When it was like 14 seconds, and he was like, 14 seconds, and then Toto comes up. He's like, "You can do this, Lewis."
You can do this, Lewis. Which got Lewis fourth. Unfortunately, not the podium, but
Charles Leclerc was like another 20 seconds down the road.
Oh my gosh. So was that Charles? What's the
gap to Lando? 7.5 seconds.
I think Lewis had also asked what the gap was to Lando, and it was like 30 something seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, I think George said it was like 37 when George crossed the line.
Yeah.
So, which makes sense because he was 7.5 ahead of car, which incredible. I was stressed because the McLaren on the medium tire, I was like, oh my god, can he pull this? Can he pull this? But when the McLaren goes onto the hard tires, Also, I keep saying also. I need to not say that. McLaren the pit crew with Lando's pit stop.
It was perfection.
Under all that pressure, they had the fastest pit stop of the weekend.
Oh, round of applause for the pit crew.
Well done, McLaren.
Wasn't it what, 2 seconds?
Yeah. And I think the closest to them was 2.3 with Red Bull. Shall we have a look? Because let's have a look. DHL fastest pit stop.
Wow. Well, Beth looks that up. The podium was Lando, Carlos, and Charles with one final Lando podium.
Can I just say something?
Go on.
Guess who put Lando and Carlos P1 and P2 last week? Me.
I got Lando wrong position.
4 out of the 5 past races, guys. I actually
Beth is a psychic. That's just something that needs to be studied further.
The only one I didn't get was Brazil, but that was because of the rain.
Brazil was, yeah.
I've got it right.
That was the race. Okay, go ahead.
It was McLaren with a 2.08. Then it was Ferrari with a 2.23.
Oh, okay.
Red Bull didn't have any of the fastest. It was RB, Tsunoda, Mercedes with Lewis and George.
Was Jack on there?
Yes. Jack was the Alpine pit stops, both exactly 2.67. Oh. And then 10th place went to the Aston Martin with Stroll. So
speaking of
Red Bull,
Alpine,
what were your
Red Bull they didn't cook like I thought they were gonna cook. And by they I mean Max.
It's because he took Oscar out.
I think honestly that, and then like the 10-second, it did kind of kill because he started like mid. It was fourth, actually, I think, in the end because of Colt's.
Yeah.
But something I wanted to mention. Speaking of Alpine, Pierre.
Yeah.
Entire season, no damage.
What a slay!
What? So slay for him.
Ever driver to do that as well.
That's insane.
Talking about records, Oscar Piastri finishing every single racing lap.
Only one of 4 drivers to do it.
One of 4, and he's the only driver who hasn't won a world championship the other day. Because it was when was it? It was Schumacher in 2002.
It was
Lewis in 2019 and Max last year. So well done, Oscar. We can also throw some more McLaren fun facts. No DNFs this year. Because, guys, before you say Lando in Austria. He was a classified finisher. He raced over 90% of the races, so technically he finished the race.
Slay. I actually didn't know that.
They also are the only teams to score points every weekend. Both drivers, because it's like even though Lando didn't score points in when did Austria, they had the sprint, he scored points in the sprint race. So they're the only team to have both their drivers score points every weekend. They're the youngest ever drivers to win constructors.
I think what was the average was
24 years and 100 and something days.
McLaren has been, and this weekend has been a good reason for McLaren.
Being papaya this weekend, do you want to start off with Formula E? Because that happened first, I think.
Yes, let's do Formula E.
You do.
So I didn't watch the race because I had nowhere to watch it, but I do know.
Lucy watched it.
So it started in Sao Paulo, back to Brazil, which
no, McLaren were already having flashbacks. They were like, "No, guys."
Yeah, we had PTSD. Apparently, it's a crazy race from what we've been told.
I've seen clips.
We got a Mitch Evans win. Taylor and Sam are McLaren boys. 3rd and 4th.
3 and 4.
We got a lot of McLaren on the podium this weekend. Mahindra was 5th and 7th, and there was a big crash, guys.
I think Nick went up to 6th. Actually, I feel like.
Okay, maybe 6. We'll edit it in post. Check right now.
Actually,
we are checking. We're checking.
We are checking. We're checking.
6th. Okay, 5th and 6th, which is pretty good. And then there's a big crash for Pascal, which I've seen the clips. It looked bad because he went on top of the car, right? He like flipped.
Was flying.
Seeing crashes like that terrifies me because I've seen that in IndyCar happen a lot too, where they like fly in the air and like flip the car. It's terrifying. And that was after he collided with Dick Cassidy, which honestly, I hope he is okay. I have a good feeling he probably is because the cars look pretty safe.
Yeah.
But we don't have Formula E until January. So we've got no racing.
We've got nothing.
We have no racing for like a month.
It's like 96 days until Formula One is back. It might be less actually, because I think that's
even less for IndyCar too. Yeah. Well, how much is it for IndyCar?
Oh, yeah,
I just saw this recently.
It's on my home screen. It's actually quite sad. My little, let me not expose my notifications to you all.
Oh my gosh.
Look, there we are. 94 days and 8 hours until we're racing in Australia. So it's going to be really sad when they reset the points and they go back to 0. Because look how gorgeous that looks on my screen. I also need to add Ollie to my screen, which means it's going to mess up the whole aesthetic. Ollie, I love you, but
there are 80 days until the start of the IndyCar season.
IndyCar.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Guys, can we just mention Logan Sargent is employed?
Yes. How could we forget he's American racing in the Le Mans series. He's sharing the
with
number
Jamie
8
Chadwick
and another driver. I cannot remember his name, but
Williams Academy.
I did buy a Logan Sargent hat. So next episode,
I could wear mine as well because I'll be at home too.
Slay. Okay.
And I might need to take my George hat back with me and change it out actually for my McLaren. Blah. Yeah. So
anyways, F2. We had another slay for McLaren because who won that race, Beth?
Gabriel. Did he win?
I don't know if he actually won the race.
Yeah, he did. Sorry. Oh my God, my brain just went.
He won the World Driver Championship.
You threw me for a hot second. He was like, who won the race? And I was like, there's like about 700 races this weekend. Please.
Like, yeah,
no, he didn't win the race. He didn't win the race.
He didn't, but he won the World Driver Championship.
He did.
Good for him.
Let me check. I'm pretty sure it's Joshua Dirksen won the race, which kind of exciting. Love Joshua Dirksen, my king. Let me check. Yes, it was Joshua. Lucy's listening. She just messaged. It was Joshua.
Okay, thank you, Lucy. What was the podium? Who was second and third?
So for the sprint race, let me just double check. So for the sprint race on Saturday, yes, it was Pepe Marti, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Paul Aron. However, unfortunately, Paul Aron did get disqualified.
Because not a good race.
Rear wing was too wide.
Which
gave Dino Bogdanovic P3. I'm pretty sure it's the second weekend in Formula 2. King.
Slay.
Shout out to Ollie Behrman, P14 to P4.
And
it would have been P3 if he didn't get track limit. Ollie, you got.
And I do recall seeing that Kimi didn't race, correct?
He didn't race this weekend
because he had food poisoning, I think, probably.
I don't know what he had. He just said his doctor said he's going to race.
Hopefully not food
poisoning.
And
then we went on to the feature race with 5.5 points between Gabriel Bortoleto and Isaac Hadjar, and we were all there. We were all like, "Oh my God, what's going to happen? What's going to happen?"
Close.
And let me just say, right, first, we're watching it and they go off the line. We don't actually see the start. And we've got the commentators going in our ear, going like, and Isaac Hadjar is trying to come through. He's going to make a move. And then it just goes, that's not Isaac Hadjar. That's Pepe Marti. And then it goes to Isaac Hadjar, who's stored on the grid.
Oh, it's giving Yuki Tsunoda with the clutch at the beginning of the race.
But like it's the way that because all like they literally look the same, and everyone was so focused on this title battle between Bortoleto and
And
Hadjar,
it
and
was
everyone was like, "That was was actually the one," and everyone was
oh
like,
no.
and I was there, and I was like watching this Red Bull, and I was like, "Oh my God, is he gonna try? Is he gonna try go round? What's he gonna do? This is stressing me out." And then they were like,
But then it
"Guys,
wasn't
that's
even
not the Hadjar," and I was like, "Oh God."
the
But fair play,
embarrassment.
I have to say to Isaac Hadjar, he knew that he wasn't going to win. He knew that that was the championship done. He was at like 2 laps down. And then, but like the whole time, he was like asking for Bortoletta's lap times, and he was like kind of. I feel like it was like to keep a mental note, being like, I could have kept up with him almost.
Yeah, which is
heart hurt. Bortoletta was the one who wanted to win, guys.
speaking of
And he's
Isaac
going to be in
Hadjar.
Sauber next year.
Yes, he's gonna be in Sauber. Isaac Hadjar, today actually, right? Was the
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is when the
young
the rookie driver,
test.
young driver testing is.
And he's in the Red Bull.
He's in the Red Bull. Luke Browning is in a Williams.
Signed his F2 contract as well. He's not going to be number 2 then next year, so I don't have to have PTSD of Logan. Because
let me try and find.
I've got the list.
You have the list? Okay, perfect. I just remember that Pato is with McLaren.
In the McLaren.
Obviously.
It says Lando and Oscar are both driving.
They are. That's what I've seen.
Are they? Because I saw somewhere there was just Oscar.
I've seen on the list that I've seen is they're both driving.
Any interesting ones though? Because they're all kind of Aston Martin have got Felipe Drugovich and Jack Crawford. Exciting.
That one shocked me. I wasn't expecting Jack Crawford.
Well, I mean, he's their one of their junior drivers. So.
Oh, this is true.
Alpine have got Jack Doohan and Paul Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else shocking? See, nothing else is really like.
Everything's pretty
expected. Obviously, Ollie was meant to do it with Haas, but no, it's not.
No, it's Esteban.
It's Esteban and.
Oh, he's not the young driver.
Rio is the guy. It was the guy who drove did he drive the McLaren the other day? He drove the.
I think he drove
in the free practice one.
Yeah.
He's now doing a Haas.
Okay.
Test because Ollie is not allowed because Ollie is.
He's not. Yeah.
Lucy's gonna hate us for just waffling about this. Anyway, guys,
we have
Lucy tells us off.
Oh, okay. We have a segment that Beth.
I can't wait.
Is going to get in more.
Leave.
Our favorite radios from this weekend, because there's been good ones, some emotional ones. There's been a lot.
I was gonna say the emotional radios this weekend really.
They really killed me, especially Colapintos. The ones before the race even started killed me.
Yeah, let me get it. Where did he say it? Where did he say it, guys?
I was so.
I have it printed.
I have it printed out.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for this many races. You made my dream come true. And then James coming on, and James Wiles, I'm not your biggest fan. If you ever see this, I'm sorry. But James came on, and he was like, "I'm sorry, Franco. That's not how we wanted it to end." And he was just like, "Thank you, though, because I did enjoy it."
And then, like the video that they posted,
I can't see.
And then Valtteri thanking Sauber and Ferrari because they had a Ferrari engine.
Thank you, Sauber. Thank you, Ferrari. Let's do it.
Let's do this. Lewis is at the end. Oh,
where's
my
Lewis?
gosh!
I got it somewhere. I have it.
That one killed me because I actually
we dreamed alone, but together we believed what started out as a leap of faith turned into a journey into the history books. You have moved me, guys.
That made me cry. Because this week I actually got around to doing my reaction of the end of the race. I watched the entire thing, but I was in bed for most of it.
I had to crop up some of mine. It's like me, I'm like jumping up and down, like, yes, McLaren. And then I just go, no. And but it's like the switch up was literally instantly as I saw Anyway, Carlos says, thank you, Ferrari. It's been a pleasure driving for you guys for a Ferrari.
That one killed me.
But we did have
K-Mag's girlfriend?
No, sorry, but why was it given like a YN? Why was it given a YN?
Honestly, because she spoke it in
the
Danish
language.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I saw people were translating it and I cried. Because who wouldn't cry at, a driver's wife being like, congratulations on your last race. Like, now it's time for you to come home to me and the girls.
I'm crying.
Anyways.
But funny, we did have some funny radios.
Yes.
Charles Leclerc's Brian coming on. We are P8, and he just goes, woo!
Oh, love that.
It was simple but effective. We've already spoke about Oscars. Verstappen's been given a 10-second penalty. Good. Although I kind of want to know what Oscar said when they told him he then had 10 seconds. Did he also say good?
He'll say stupid idiots? No, he did not.
Liam's the wheels aren't on, mate. I think he was just in shock when he said that. He was like,
the wheels aren't on?
The wheels aren't on.
Yeah.
Where's Yuki's was them telling him not to pit.
And he's like,
and he goes, why? He was not happy.
Who also wasn't happy? Yeah. How Charles asking how far Lando is ahead of Carlos.
7 point fuck. And then Brian comes on, he's like, let's get back into the rhythm. And he goes, I don't know what you call the rhythm, but this is the rhythm.
That one is iconic.
Do you know what though? Charles Leclerc, I watched his onboard after and his radio after, and I think the championship meant the most to him.
Yeah.
Like, although McLaren slayed, I don't think actually, he probably would have been upset. But Charles Leclerc, and it was the way he came on the radio and he was like, I wanted to win this for Carlos. He literally said on his radio, he was like, I wanted this for Carlos or something along those lines. Oh my God.
And then obviously Lando, our race winner. Woo, papaya on top. Next year is going to be my year. And to that I say,
can we talk about Zach Brown's? Because we love it. We love what Zach Brown said.
I love Zach Brown. After that, I wanna talk about Zach Brown a little bit.
Zach Brown, he came on the radio. He was like, simply lovely. And then he was like, I love you, Lando. It's the way you can hear him screaming the whole time. I love you too, Zach, but my eardrums are gone.
He is every American when their favorite sports team wins. Zach Brown is so American. Another thing I love about Zach Brown, in the cool down room, Zach Brown's standing there.
Oh,
like his 3 kids are there watching over them. He was so
happy as well for Charles. He was like, "You were flying." He was like, "I saw you and I was worried. You were flying." And Charles was like, "No, they literally crashed."
Yeah.
And Zach's like, "No, you were like." He was like supporting him. He was like, "No."
I love Zach.
Zach
and
Brown.
Him on the podium with the trophy, like.
And he runs up to the front with it.
He is so American. I love it.
Zach literally, it's the way Lando's interview after he was like, me and Zach already said we're getting hammered tonight.
We're getting hammered. You know what?
He's actually just
and Andrea, there's a clip of, I think it's Sky Germany, of Andrea and Oscar, and then Zach and Oscar in the same era.
Oscar tries to be like, he was like, sorry, I got your heart rate up, guys.
Where's the
McLaren?
These are my boys.
My papaya boys.
My papaya boys.
What else happened? We did have F1 Academy this weekend.
Exactly. They added, because of the last race was cancelled. They added another one. So Abby Pulling.
I can't lie. I only watched one of them because they were at like 6 a.m. And sorry, I was so tired. I could not wake up.
Between last episode and this episode, Abby Pulling was dethroned because it was mathematically possible for
I just
But I don't think it was going to
I
happen.
don't understand how that happened because like they crowned her after race 1, right?
Yeah. So surely the second one
But
shouldn't have
race
mattered.
2 wasn't cancelled at that point.
Yeah, so that one shouldn't have mattered. So I don't understand the
So I
reason
was
of
like,
dethroning.
well, what is going on?
Anyways, I'm assuming she won because I don't understand how she couldn't have won.
She got the champ literally like I think it was like after qualifying because in F1 Academy they get pole position points as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you get point for I think it's just one for pole position.
Okay, but
So let me find it.
Because I think it was one of the Red Bull drivers that won, or at least on a podium.
Abby won the first 2 races.
Okay.
It was Hamda, one of the Red Bull drivers. It's also as well kind of sweet because that's her home podiums as well.
Yes, that's true.
She got 2. So race 1 was Abby, Hamda, Dorian. Race 2 was Abby, Chloe, Hamda. And then race 3, I remember it being chaotic. Like I saw the clips that there was Homer keeps trying to raise my hand.
I know.
I want to raise my hand.
I'm just speaking with my hands.
Maya, Abby, and I'm gonna butcher her name. Nuria. I always say it wrong. And I'm really sorry.
Pronunciations are hard. Please forgive us.
Can't phonetically put words together. Please, actually, probably don't put it on big screen because it's probably going to be hard that we don't deserve a podcast again anyway, guys. But we obviously had our wild card this week.
We did.
Logan Hannah, and I think she's got 1 point.
Okay, slay.
I think that was in race 2. She came P10. Was so slay, literally. Love her. Love her. Abby took the drivers' championship, but just like in F1, we had a different team take the team championship, and Prema took it. It was Prema.
Yay, Prema! Live, laugh, love.
Prema slayed.
Prema has, I feel like, a history of having a lot of good drivers.
Prema does, and they also announced. We had quite a few Formula 1 2 fucking breaking news.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Let's talk about
Formula
that.
2 breaking news today. Literally today. I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I need to keep posting these guys. Like,
I open up Instagram and I just see everyone in their, everyone is posting. Let me try and find.
Well, we've got Luke Browning he raced a few races this season after Zach O'Sullivan had to unfortunately leave. He's driving for High Tech next year, which is so exciting, following Paul Allen's footsteps. Kush Miney is driving at the minute. Well, I say at the minute. He drove this season for Invicta, and he's moving to Dams, which love Dams driving alongside Jack Crawford.
We have Gabrielle Mini joining Prema.
Leave it up. Oh, I love Gabrielle Mini. He got a podium, literally.
I've heard really good things about him.
He stepped in for Ollie in one of them.
Okay.
Monza. Was it Monza? Or Baku?
That's a great question.
Monza. Ollie didn't drive in Monza.
No, it was Baku and
Brazil, so
probably Monza.
Yeah, so it was Baku. Gabriel stepped in Baku because they knew that's when Cayman goes race ban, so they already knew that. Whatever, and he got second, I'm pretty sure, or third. He got a podium, Isaac.
And we have Roman Stanek.
Oh, we're going to Roman Stanek next. Invicta. And Sammy, I'm not even going to attempt that last name.
It's, yeah. You guys know who we're talking about if you know.
We know, you guys know, because he is moving up. He raced a Trident for F3, and he is moving up to Trident in F2, which is so very exciting.
And then I will say, we have a little bit of IndyCar news. Let me find it. Devlin DeFrancesco is back racing, and he's going to be racing with RLL, Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan is what they're called.
Right.
He drove an IndyCar at least 2 years ago, and he's coming back.
Love
And
that.
there's still a few IndyCar seats that need to be filled.
There's still a few more, isn't there?
There are still a
But
few
we'll
more.
keep you guys updated.
Exactly.
So, just some fun things that we can talk about. What do you think McLaren did after they won?
Celebrations galore.
Well, we know that they flew to Bahrain.
And I had a cracking time.
At a party.
Also, they were showing during the race, they were showing the people back at MTC watching a lot.
Guys, I should have gone.
Apparently afterwards they lit up something outside of Woking.
Yeah, they had the big McLaren sign was lit up.
Love
it looked pretty cool. But are you in the McLaren? They have their channel on Instagram, the Champions channel.
Yep.
But that was like me sending drunk voice notes to you guys.
They might have been drunk, let's be honest.
They didn't.
They definitely were.
Guys, we all saw Lando doing the worm in the press conference.
Carlos
which was so
like,
cute because he literally did it as Carlos was like tearing up. So I'm pointing that out. Carlos was like
Lando.
talking, he was getting emotional. And Lando just got on the floor and just
Lando was doing
as
a
Carlos
snake.
Said, Lando's doing a snake, I think.
And then we have the McLaren Hilton ad.
Speaking of winning,
Exactly.
It was like Oscar with like the black. He's like having this existential crisis, like a winner.
Like a winner. Literally, it's so funny. I love Hilton. I'm a big Hilton fan. It's
so funny. We actually have a Hilton. Actually, I probably shouldn't say that because I don't want anyone to find out where I live.
It's not.
I would say that one for after the podcast.
And then speaking of Carlos before, Ferrari had a little video for him. Carlos cried. We all cried. Let's be honest here. If you didn't cry,
I saw him crying, and I was like, "No."
That was
I kind of held on.
There
were lots of tears yesterday. I woke up this morning. There was a few things being posted, and I was like, "No, we're all good." Then they posted a video of Carlos visibly crying.
And I cried all over again.
Cried all over again.
And then we mentioned Lando doing the worm.
I think Lorenzo, Charles' brother, posted podium 14 for Charles. He was on a podium with George Russell and Sonny Hayes. Sonny Hayes took Lando Norris's win.
The audacity. I saw people posting on like Twitter and stuff saying, "Oh, this is take number 4. They're doing it again."
Imagine being Charles Leclerc and you have just lost the Constructors' Championship literally by 14 points.
And you have to pretend to be happy.
And you have to pretend to be happy on that podium with Sonny Hayes.
Literally, I can't. It's seeing them that movie during like the season.
Yeah.
It feels like a fever dream because like, what do you mean that they're doing this?
Do you think that Logan Sargent's going to be in it?
Logan Sargent.
I mean, they did film like a year and a half. Nick DeVries was in it at one point after he left. So
I said this before. I will only be watching the F1 movie for Gunther.
I am 100% going to watch it. I don't care.
Before I wasn't
just
like I don't want to watch it, but like I feel like I kind of need to watch it now.
Just for the lols.
And then something that happened. This was before Alex Albon is a part of the Pink Pony Club. Thank you.
Certified.
Thank you, Lily.
That's such a funny TikTok. He's asking
Alexa, play Pink Pony Club.
Pony Club.
And then he turns around and sees Lily filming him.
Okay, my one didn't play it. It was literally about to go on. I saved it though, guys. No copyright here.
None. Instead of turning around and seeing Lily recording, it's like
Alex and Lily are so funny. I literally love them.
Lily brings us the funniest content of Alex.
Guys, we keep forgetting things. Helmet swaps happened this week.
Oh, we had Alex and Joe swapping helmets, and then him posting about it. Lily commenting in Chinese.
Yeah.
Telling
the has-beens.
And then Franco and Alex swapped helmets, correct?
Yeah, and he wrote, "I hope to see you on the grid in the future."
I'm gonna cry.
Like, I know when Franco joined, guys, I was in my anger stage. I was grieving Logan Sargent. I was like, and I loved Franco in F2, but I was like, I don't think I can follow him in F1 because he's taken my boy's seat. And then after that first race, I was like, no, I actually still love him.
Oh, and those interviews, I could not hate him.
He's so silly.
And then
who else?
Not helmet swaps, but George's helmet for Lewis, him and Lewis. What if I just cried?
And then the whole team
signing the helmet.
Signed the helmet for Lewis. Joe and George also swapped, and Joe put like thank you for Silverstone 2022.
I didn't see that one. Also, speaking of Joe, go on, then I'll say this.
I was gonna say I got it here. He put, I'm really close to the camera. Thanks a lot for Silverstone. And I was like, oh my god, you can't make me cry.
I didn't see that one. So speaking of helmets, we had Joe had a custom helmet for this weekend.
Yep. Valtteri had a custom helmet.
Valtteri had a custom helmet this weekend.
Carlos and Charles had custom helmets this weekend.
Charles's helmet.
I didn't expect Charles's.
I didn't expect it either, but
I didn't yet. And then I saw it and it was like literally crying.
It was so sweet.
Who else had special ones? K-Mag had a special one.
K-Mag had a special one. Esteban would have had a special one, which was unfortunate. That one kind of hurt.
That one kind of hurt.
I think that was it. And then we had this.
Okay.
And then we had we had Sauber doing a walk of, I don't know what you called it.
It's called a guard?
Like it was a send off for both Valtteri and for Joe, and at the end they had people holding their flags of China and Finland. Is that where Valtteri? Yeah, that's where Valtteri's from.
Oh, literally, my heart couldn't do it this weekend.
And I think, is that it, Beth?
Are we gonna go meme of the week and then I'll do what Lucy said to do?
Yes, let's do meme of the week.
We have Lucy's first, and she might not be here with us anymore physically, but guys, she is here in spirit. Yeah. Lucy wanted to contribute, and her meme of the week was Lando and Oscar never beating the twin allegations, because what is this?
I literally love that picture so much. I made it my background. Like I had this whole cutesy background, winter themed with Lando, and I saw that I need to change it.
Can we talk about the grip that Oscar has on Lando? Bro's he's not taking, no one's robbing him.
That's your boy.
That's your boy. No one's robbing him.
We can't take him from you.
It's got a grip onto him. Go on, Brooke. Anyway, what meme have you picked for the week?
In honor of Jack Doohan making his Formula One.
Ooh.
I actually can't remember where this picture was taken.
Love.
Oh, love him. Welcome to F1 officially, Mr. Jack Doohan.
And in honor of it being winter break and us not being able to see our cars on track for the next 95 days, with George Russell crying.
Oh my gosh, literally all of us yesterday. This is how
I feel right now.
That's how I felt all of yesterday and all this morning.
Every single day,
and for the next,
every single week.
The next
future. But it's fine because, as we always mention every episode, me and Lucy seen Ollie Bevan in January.
Which is actually what? It's like a month away.
Like a month away.
We have ideas planned for the month between now and the next Formula E race. We do have maybe some guests.
What would we say to that, guys?
you'll have to stay posted to see if we do.
Stay tuned.
But we have one final message before
One
we wrap
final,
up
because I'm not
this
going to cry.
episode.
But before we go, F1 is on a break. F1 2024, you have been a season to remember. But we just wanted to say a big thank you to Valtteri Bottas, Kevin Magnussen, Zhou Guanyu, Franco Colapinto, Daniel Ricciardo, and Logan Sargent, just for your contributions to such an amazing season. And we can't wait to follow you into whatever comes next.
Yes, it's been an amazing first season on my end, and I could not have started.
We'll debrief that next week.
Next week.
I've been Beth.
And I've been Brooke, and this has been our little McLaren bear.
And
we will
win
see
the logo. I've been the logo.
And Lucy has been sick.
And she was here, and now she is our logo. And we will see you guys next week. Cue the outro.
We don't play. Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hold up.